Here are the 4 best crypto hardware wallets you can get right now. I have a detailed comparison of them right here that we're going to go through. We're also going to look at the devices individually, see how many coins they support, and see all of the unique features that each of them have so that you can make a decision on which one to buy. Timestamps for all of that are down in the description. The 4 main areas to look at when choosing a hardware wallet, in my opinion, are right here, and so we'll go through these. The first is the amount of supported coins. You obviously need the coins supported that you want to use. The recovery that you get, that is the seed phrase for the wallet. It's really, really important. So I'll go through some key tips on keeping that safe throughout this video. Also, the software that you get with the hardware wallets that actually makes them useful, and then some key details that you might want to use to make a decision. The wallets are from Ledger and Trezor, as you can see here. These are really industry standard. I'll leave links to the official stores in the description. Just make sure that you're getting these from the official store, because if a wallet gets to you from a secondhand seller that you're not sure about, it can and possibly might be compromised if you're getting it from a dodgy website. And that means that once you put your coins on there, they'll be able to take the coins out. And so just get it from the official store. As I said, I'll leave links in the description to the official stores right here, where you should also download the software for these. There are fake apps in app stores out there that can actually also compromise your wallet. So just make sure you're going to the official stores to buy and download software for these wallets. You can also see the prices for these wallets right here. So you have the Ledger Nano S Plus and Nano X, and then you have the Trezor Model T and Model 1. Now, the more features, obviously, the more expensive, but we'll go through if it is actually worth it right here. In terms of coins supported, absolutely, it's the Ledger devices. Each of these, the more expensive and the cheaper one, they support the same amount of coins and applications. So that's really, really good. As you can see here, you can actually compare them. We'll just go over to Trezor. You can actually search for coins that are supported. Cardano is supported, as you can see here. It just loads up on the Model T only, not the Model 1. But if you look for Polkadot, it's not supported right now on any of these devices. So whatever you want to hold and, on this hardware wallet that you need, you can actually just search for here and make sure if it's supported or not. Absolutely, the Ledger wins for this one though. Next is the recovery phrase that you get, and all of these are absolutely great and will give you the same amount of protection. So what is a recovery phrase? Well, as we know, the hardware wallet is the thing that keeps your keys offline. So when you want to send a Bitcoin transaction or a crypto transaction, just like when you want to send an email, you have to log in to your email to be able to send an email from your account. Well, with crypto, it's kind of the same. When you want to send a transaction, you have to sign it with your private key. Now, the reason for a hardware wallet is that private key is kept off of your device on the hardware device, like this Ledger, as you can see here. So the key is kept on the device itself. Hence, that hardware wallet keeps it safe on that device. You have a PIN code to actually log into the device on all of these as well. So you can put that in. That's an extra step of security. And you only connect your device to sign the transaction. This is different from a hot wallet where your keys are actually on your computer, which is obviously not safe because it's connected to Wi-Fi. You can download, viruses and everything. So the keys are kept on your hardware device. However, if the device gets broken or you lose it, that doesn't actually matter because you can just reload the wallet on a new device. So if you want to, buy another Ledger or another Trezor, you can reload the same wallet that you have on a different device and you still have access to all those coins. Therefore, this phrase that you get when you set up the Ledger devices and Trezor devices, and I've got links to the tutorials in the description if you want, these 24 words or 12 words are essentially your wallet. Anyone that has them can reload your wallet and get access to your coins. And so there's some tips on keeping this safe, which I'll go through, but you can see 24 words for the Ledger devices, and you can actually choose from around 12 to 24 words on the Trezor devices. Now, the Model T has something called Shamir backup, and none of the others do. So the Model T is the most expensive out of all of these. Shamir backup is essentially a way to obfuscate your recovery phrase much more. So usually what happens is you get a set of words from 12 to 24 words, and you can write those down or keep them safe in some way. Now with Shamir backup, you can actually split that up to, I believe, 16 or 18 different phrases. And so what you can do is say, I only allow the wallet to be reloaded if 2 out of 3 of these are put in. So even if you lose 1, the other 2 that you may have in different places can be used to reload the wallet. And so if someone steals 1 of the phrases, they won't have the other 2 and then won't be able to reload the wallet. So this gives you kind of an extra way to split up the phrase amongst different areas. Maybe if one gets lost or stolen, then the other 2 can still back up your wallet and have an extra amount of security. So that's what Shamir Backup is. The Model T gives you that as standard. To make your hardware wallets more useful, you will have to link them up with software so you can send and receive transactions and maybe use some applications. And so the 2 different brands handle this in a very different way. So as you can see, Ledger have something called Ledger Live right here, which is an app for your phone or your computer. If you're downloading on your computer, make sure you go to ledger.com to download this. Don't use an app store because there have been fake apps, especially in Android and Microsoft app stores, that compromise your seed phrase. So just go to ledger.com to download this, and you can see you can download the app right here. Now, Ledger Live is integrated really deeply with Ledger, and you can essentially use Ledger Live without having to link up your Ledger to any other third-party wallets like MetaMask or anything like that. For a lot of people, this is going to be more than enough. So there's something called the Discover tab, and you can go in and use a decentralized exchange. You can use 1inch exchange, which is like an aggregator, so you get the best price. You can stake Ethereum directly through here. You can actually use some yield farming apps as well and some lending apps. It's actually very, very good, and for most people it's all that they need. Now for Trezor, it's a little bit different. Trezor have the Trezor suite, and this will get you up and running with your device, set it up securely and everything like that. You can send and receive transactions from here, of course, and you can actually, same as Ledger Live, buy through a card. So you can buy through a third party, pay for crypto on your card, and they'll send that over to your wallet address. It's nowhere near as good as Ledger. Ledger is almost like something that you can use specifically by itself without using any other wallet ever, if you just want to stake some coins and maybe use some DeFi, which most people want to use. However, Trezor do link up with Exodus wallet, which is essentially as great as Ledger Live. So you get all of the different features here. You can see your NFTs. You can use DEXs within here. You can use DeFi directly within the Exodus app. So if you do have a Trezor, you can link it up directly with Exodus. You can download this on your computer or on your phone and link them up quite easily. So Exodus is probably the way to go if you've got a Trezor. It kind of meets Ledger Live in terms of how great it is. Trezor Suite is much more simple and just lets you kind of send and receive transactions and do some simple things. So yeah, they're both great. They both do the job, and you can use those. And of course, you can link up your Ledger and Trezor devices to MetaMask if you want as well. Now for the specific details, which may flip you one way or the other on these devices. As for the Nano S versus the Nano X, why is there a price difference here? It's really 2 main things, which is the Bluetooth connection and the battery. So the Nano S Plus doesn't have a battery. The only time it actually physically turns on is when you plug it into another device via a cable. So you can plug it into your computer, then it turns on and you can input your PIN code to unlock it and then start using it. Or you can connect this to an Android device via an OTG cable. You can't do that with an iPhone though. And so if you want to use it with your iPhone, the S Plus is kind of out for now. There's also no Bluetooth on the S Plus, and so you just can't connect it via Bluetooth. You can't sign transactions without a cable, unlike the Nano X, which has a battery, and so it's a standalone device. You can charge it up, take the cable out, and then use it remotely with your phone. And it has Bluetooth, of course, as well. So you can link it up to your iPhone as well, and just use it via Bluetooth. You don't have to plug it in. Each of these on the device is USB-C, but it comes with a USB-C to USB-A cable. You can switch that out for your own USB-C to USB-C cable though. If you're looking for a Trezor device, the main difference in cost between them is that the Trezor Model T has a touchscreen, it supports more coins, and also it has that Shamir backup capability. You'll have to decide which one is right for you. You can search for the assets in terms of which assets are supported, which is the main difference here. Also, neither of these have Bluetooth, and so to use them, you do have to plug them in physically to any of your devices. They both have USB-C on the device, and then you can obviously switch that to any USB-C connector that you want. Also, a quick note on Ledger Stax, which isn't out as of making this video, but maybe when you are watching this video. Ledger Stax is kind of an upgraded device from Ledger. It's much more expensive. Now, it's completely different. As you can see, it has an e-ink screen, so you can see things more clearly. You can also put one of your NFTs as a screensaver on the device. It is completely unnecessary if you're just looking for a secure way to hold your coins. As you can see here, you get all of the same connectivity and also security features. It's just a physical device with a large e-ink screen right here. You can wirelessly charge it as well. It is more expensive. I wouldn't say that it's good value in terms of security, because the Ledger Nano S Plus gives you the same security and seed phrase and everything like that. It may just be a little bit easier and quite a fun device that you might want to look at, but certainly if you're just looking for a safe place to store some coins, it's not necessary, but it's a pretty cool device. Now, a quick note on keeping your seed phrase safe and how to do this right here. As we know, the hardware wallet keeps our private key offline, which is an extra security step, but it also gives us a recovery phrase of 12 to 24 words that we can use to reload our wallet on any other device. So the device isn't that important itself. That's just the way that we can connect and sign transactions. But the seed phrase absolutely must be kept safe. Anyone that has that has access to all of your coins. If you write it down and then lose it, all your money is gone. So there are a few different ways people use to keep their recovery seed phrase safe, and so I'll go through them here. The first one is just to write it down on a piece of paper. It is never recommended to put your seed phrase on a cloud account that you have, or even type it out in a Word file and keep it on your computer if it's connected to the internet. Writing it down means that it's only on that piece of paper and can't be hacked or got in some way from your cloud account. The pro of this is that it's always offline. Of course, a bit of paper can be damaged, lost, flood, fire, stolen quite easily. So that's why people use steel, which takes away some of those cons. With steel, there's no hacking risk because you never put it online as well. The only downside is that steel is easily revealed, although it's going to survive flood or fire. And you can see a few different options right here on the Ledger site. CryptoTag is awesome. You can punch in the recovery phrase, and so it gives you numbers in relation to letters. You can punch in your recovery phrase to that CryptoTag. It's made out of thick steel, and you can, essentially keep that somewhere safe, and then it's not going to get damaged in any way. Of course, if someone steals this, they can still see the recovery phrase right there, but it takes away all of the cons of a paper wallet. Another option is a USB stick. This has some pros and cons as well. You can encrypt USB sticks, so you can put the password protected. That takes away the easily revealed con, because you can just type it out, or maybe take a photo, upload that photo of the phrase to the USB stick, and then burn the paper that you wrote it on. So you can encrypt that, so even if someone steals it, they might not be able to get into it. The downside of this is that to get data onto the USB stick, you may have to go through your computer to do so, and during that time you may have a virus and potentially those files may be compromised, or unwittingly to you, those files may be uploaded to your cloud account, which compromises the whole thing. So nothing is perfect, but there's pros and cons to a lot of these things. USB might be good. Also, you might want to get like 2 or 3 of these. Just if one corrupts or one gets damaged, you can keep maybe a couple of others in a different place. So that's a good tip. But the steel, you just write it down, punch it in like this, and that's never going to get damaged in any way. Links to the official Ledger and Trezor sites down in the description. Tutorial videos down there as well. Stay safe with your crypto. I'm James, this is MoneyZG. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.